Don't bring me down. 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 Don't bring me down.
Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Modi here. Today I'm bringing you another commentary on Gears of War 3. This is Cove. I do 19 and 9, and I'm going to talk about a serious matter that happened, I believe, yesterday, and it was very tragic. All of the U.S. is awestruck, and it's the event that happened in a movie theater during a midnight showing of Batman. There was a man who went in the movie theater about 10 minutes into the movie and started opening, well, actually he threw a smoke grenade, I believe it was tear gas, and then started opening fire on everybody in the theater. It's very tragic to hear something like that. It's just, sometimes I wonder how someone could bring themselves to do something like that. You know, take lives of innocent people. They didn't do anything, just taking the lives. And I'm very angry and very sad that something like this happened. And my heart and my prayers go out to all of the people that were affected by it. And I just wish I could do something. I wish I could help and, you know, maybe helped them, the victims, but you can't help with that. What's done is done, and it's a horrible thing. I was very upset something like that would happen, especially on the night of Batman too. I mean, there's so many people who were there happy, thinking, they weren't thinking they were gonna die. The people that got hurt and killed they didn't think they were gonna die or get hurt. They were thinking happy thoughts. They were happy to see Batman. I believe there was one of the people, some of the people killed. One was a baby, like a 3-month-old baby, and that made me very upset. That part. And then there was another man celebrating his birthday. I mean, dying on your birthday, that would just I couldn't. I don't even know. I wouldn't. I would be so upset if I died on my birthday. I mean, just turning a new age, just, spending time with the family. Then I heard there was another guy that dropped his kid to get away, his, little infant kid to run away, which I think is, if that's true, I just heard it from a friend. If that's true, then that is so selfish and so heartbreaking that someone would drop their kid to get out of there. I mean, if I had a kid, I would do everything in my power to make sure my kid lived, whether or not it meant I died in the process. I mean, it's just what a parent does, a sane, good parent. You want to, have better for your kids and protect them, even if it means giving up your life to do so. And I'm so sorry for what happened to those people, and I hope they recover well. And I'm very, very sad by this, and I'm sure many people are. My mom was pretty much crying when she heard, especially when she heard about the baby part. I mean, that part really hurt her. Well, from another break from that really quick, if I sound weird in this commentary, it's because I have a cold, and I wasn't really going to do one today, but I did anyway, because, I needed to do a commentary. It's almost been a week, so, yeah. Another thing, when it comes to that Batman movie, a lot of people blame the movie for what he did, for what that gunman did, and I think that is the most selfish thing ever. Why would you blame the movie, the people who made the movie, for something like that? I mean, no sane person would go in there, would see a Batman movie and be like, hey, this Batman movie was pretty cool, and they're killing people, so I think I'm just going to kill people. I mean, no sane person's going to do that. There's no sane person who's going to walk into a movie theater and mow down innocent people because of a Batman movie. It's just not right. And I don't think, that's just, I don't even know. I don't even know how people could come up with those accusations. It just doesn't make sense to me. The people, Christian Bale and the director of the movie, all the cast are really saddened by it. They all gave out their thoughts and their prayers to the victims as well, and I think that was a very respectful thing. I think if Christian Bale, for example, he's the actor for Batman, if he wanted to do something for the victims, the children that were hurt during that, who were survived and are in the hospital, he should go, and this would be amazing if he did this, he should go to the hospital dressed up like Batman, like in the actual suit, and pretend to be Batman, or like go in there with the actor for Bane, and then just like do like a little fake fight, duke it out for the kids, because that would be awesome. You know, that would be so heartwarming, and it would help those kids and help them through this, because obviously they're going to be traumatized. You know, it's a traumatic experience. When I was, I've had a lot of traumatic experiences too. When I was a little bit younger, a couple of years back, we had a house fire, and our house is gone. Well, we live in a new house now, we're doing okay, but when I was younger, we had that house fire, and it was very tragic. My little brother was traumatized, and we were all scarred for life, but it did teach us something. It taught us to respect each other and love what we have, and even though it was a traumatic experience, it made us stronger in the end. And I just can't imagine what those kids must be going through. I mean, we survived and we were okay, but these kids had bullet wounds, and that has to be horrible. I mean, these kids has to be so much pain, and their possible relatives or friends dying in the movie theater when they survive. I mean, that's just got to be so traumatizing. You know, the things that go through their head, like, what if it was me that died instead? What could I have done to help my friends or make it so I went out okay without a scratch? And being little kids, yeah, they might not think that necessarily, but some do. Like, my little brother thinks a lot like that. He constantly thinks of what he can or can't do that will make that'll change the outcome of something. Like, if he did this, would he get hurt? Like, this is everything. This is constantly what he, and I'm sure a lot of other kids, think of as well. And it's very saddening that some kids think like that, because, they're just children. They shouldn't think like that. They should just be enjoying life, having fun, not worrying about that kind of stuff like us, older teenagers and adults have to worry about when it comes to, like, jobs and passing school. And we just don't, kids just shouldn't normally think about something like that. But sadly, some kids do, and sometimes it is a sickness, but you always get over that kind of stuff. It just takes time. And those kids being who were a part of the movie theater when that happened, I really wish I could do something to help them, and I obviously can't right now. I mean, if I could donate money, I would, but right now there's really just nothing we can do. All we can do is give all those kids, all the victims, every single one of them, our prayers, and commend them for their bravery, for what they've experienced, because, like, not a lot of people have obviously been held at gunpoint before, or been shot for that matter. So it's just it's just got to be painful for something like that to happen, and it hurts me to think that happened to little kids. I love kids. They can be annoying at times when it comes to Xbox, and I'm sure a lot of people agree. But when it comes to real life, kids are just awesome. They're just awesome, and it's so heartbreaking to think of something like that happening to a child. When it comes to the adults, I'm very, very upset with the adults. I mean, for the adults, probably because a lot of them lost their children during the injuries. I don't know exactly who died, like how many kids, how many babies, or how many adults died. All I know is that 12 people died and like 58 were injured, and that's just crazy. And if any of the adults lost their children, I'm so sorry, and it's just so terrible to think something like that happened. And as for the man who did it, I hope he rots in prison. And apparently there's a death penalty down there, and I hope he gets a death penalty. That what he did was unforgivable. Unforgivable. And they should not be deserved to live. He should not have the right to live for what he did. An eye for an eye, one life for a life, and he took way too many lives. That's just, it's just horrible. And to avenge and give justice to the families that lost, lost people, lost family members, wives, daughters, sons, fathers, and friends, and he needs to pay, in my opinion. Sorry, it seems a little dark, but that's just my opinion. I do think he needs to get the death penalty, if there is one. I heard there is, but I'm not too sure. I haven't really done my research when it comes to that. But if there is, he definitely needs to get it. And if there isn't, then he needs to get full life in prison. Because I swear to God, if he, pleads being insane, and they let him go, but put him in an insane asylum, I will be pissed, because that's just not right. What he did was not insanity, and he had it planned for months, and his apartment was booby-trapped too, so he has no right at all. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, my heart goes out to them. Bye.